Hello guys, welcome to this video. In this episode of administrative law, we are going to examine conditional legislation. So what is conditional legislation? Simply put, conditional legislation is when the legislature makes the law but it is not brought into operation immediately. So the law that the legislature has made is not brought into operation immediately by the executive. Remember that the executive level of government is the level that is responsible for executing or executionary functions. So the legislature empowers the executive to extend the operations of an existing law to any particular area. For conditional legislation, the legislature is in full control as the executive take the role of conditional legislation. So we have to note that at all time the legislature is actually in total control in terms of conditional legislation. The executive is only in charge of things such as the dates or the when of these types of legislation will take effect, but the legislature is totally in charge. So the legislature itself enacts the law and gives and does not give the function of enacting laws to other bodies. So the only power that the legislature gives is the power of determining when the law should come into force. So and also when it should be applied to a particular area. So we have to understand that in the context of law, conditional legislation refers now to the power of the executive branch to determine when the law will start operating. So in simple terms is to understand that in conditional legislation, it is legislation with some conditions, and the condition that we have put here is that the executive is able to determine when the legislation will start being utilized, or when will that legislation come into effect. Thank you for watching this video. Like, share and subscribe.